Namaskar. Dosto, welcome to our special segment on the transformative changes sweeping across Indian agriculture. Today we bring you breaking news that will shape the future of our nation. This is not just any news. It's a story of hope, resilience, and a brighter tomorrow for millions of our farmers. The Indian agricultural landscape is undergoing a massive transformation, promising a brighter future for our farmers. With the introduction of advanced technologies and modern farming techniques, the face of Indian agriculture is set to change forever. The government's recent agricultural reforms have sent ripples of hope and anticipation across the country. These reforms are designed to address long-standing issues and provide a sustainable framework for growth and prosperity. For decades, our farmers, the backbone of our nation, have faced countless challenges. From inadequate infrastructure to limited access to markets, the journey has been arduous and fraught with difficulties. From unpredictable weather patterns to fluctuating market prices, their lives have been mired in uncertainty. The lack of reliable information and resources has often left them vulnerable to the whims of nature and market forces. But now, with these bold new reforms, a new dawn is breaking over the horizon. These changes are set to revolutionize the way farming is done in India, bringing hope and optimism to our rural heartlands. These reforms are not just about changing laws. They are about empowering our farmers, giving them the freedom and resources to prosper. By providing access to better technology, improved infrastructure, and more lucrative markets, we are paving the way for a more prosperous future. They mark a paradigm shift in how we approach agriculture in India, moving towards a more liberalized and market-driven system. This shift is expected to enhance productivity, increase income levels, and improve the overall quality of life for our farmers. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these groundbreaking reforms and their potential impact on the lives of millions of farmers across India. We will explore the various facets of these changes, from policy details to on-ground implementation, and hear from the farmers themselves about their hopes and expectations. This is not just about agriculture. It's about the future of our nation. The success of these reforms will not only uplift our farmers, but also contribute to the overall economic growth and development of India. Join us as we witness this historic transformation unfold. The government has introduced 3 landmark farm laws, hailed as game changers for Indian agriculture. These laws are designed to revolutionize the way farming is done in India, bringing in much-needed reforms that promise to uplift the agricultural sector and improve the livelihoods of millions of farmers. The first of these is the Farmers' Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act 2020. This act aims to create an ecosystem where farmers and traders enjoy the freedom of choice relating to the sale and purchase of farmers' produce. It promotes barrier-free interstate and intrastate trade and commerce outside the physical premises of markets notified under State Agricultural Produce Market Committee (APMC) laws. The second law is the Farmers' Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Act 2020. This act provides a framework for contract farming through an agreement between a farmer and a buyer prior to the production or rearing of any farm produce. It ensures that farmers are protected from price risks and have a guaranteed price for their produce. The third law is the Essential Commodities Amendment Act 2020. This act aims to remove commodities like cereals, pulses, oilseeds, edible oils, onion, and potatoes from the list of essential commodities. This will help in attracting private sector, foreign direct investment into the agricultural sector. These laws aim to dismantle the decades-old monopoly of agricultural produce market committees, often plagued by inefficiencies and middlemen. By breaking this monopoly, the government hopes to create a more competitive and efficient market environment. Now, farmers have the freedom to sell their produce directly to private players, including large retailers and exporters, at mutually agreed-upon prices. Imagine the possibilities. This opens up a whole new world of opportunities for farmers, allowing them to negotiate better deals and secure higher profits for their hard work. Farmers can bypass the cumbersome APMC mandis and connect with buyers across the country, fetching better prices for their hard work. With the advent of digital technology, farmers can now use mobile phones and online platforms to find buyers, compare prices, and make informed decisions about where and when to sell their produce. The new laws also encourage contract farming, providing farmers with assured income and access to modern technology and agricultural practices. This means that farmers can enter into agreements with buyers before planting their crops, ensuring a guaranteed market and price for their produce. Additionally, they can benefit from the latest advancements in farming techniques and equipment, leading to increased productivity and profitability. Furthermore, the Essential Commodities Amendment Act deregulates essential commodities like cereals, pulses, and onions, freeing them from stockholding limits. This move is expected to stabilize prices and reduce volatility in the market, benefiting both farmers and consumers. This move is expected to attract private investment in storage and processing infrastructure, reducing wastage and ensuring better prices for farmers. By improving the supply chain and reducing post-harvest losses, these investments will help farmers get more value for their produce and contribute to the overall growth of the agricultural sector. The new farm laws have been met with mixed reactions from farmers across India. These laws, which aim to modernize the agricultural sector, have sparked a nationwide debate. On one hand, the government argues that these reforms will empower farmers by providing them with more freedom and opportunities. On the other hand, many farmers fear that these changes could undermine their livelihoods and expose them to greater risks. While many have welcomed the reforms as a long-awaited step towards empowerment, they believe that the ability to sell directly to private buyers will eliminate the need for middlemen, thus increasing their profit margins. These farmers are optimistic that the new laws will lead to better income stability and improved living standards. They see this as an opportunity to break free from the traditional constraints that have long hindered their growth. However, others remain apprehensive about the potential risks. They worry that without the safety net of government-regulated markets, they could be at the mercy of large corporations. These farmers fear that the new system might lead to exploitation and unfair pricing, leaving them worse off than before. The uncertainty surrounding the implementation of these laws has left many feeling anxious and vulnerable. For years, we have been at the mercy of middlemen and fluctuating market prices, says Ram Lal, a farmer from Punjab. He explains that the traditional system often left farmers with little bargaining power, forcing them to accept whatever prices were offered. Ram Lal is hopeful that the new laws will change this dynamic, allowing farmers to negotiate better deals and secure higher profits for their hard work. These new laws give us the freedom to choose our buyers and negotiate better prices for our produce. This newfound autonomy is seen as a significant advantage, enabling farmers to explore different markets and find the best possible deals. By cutting out the middlemen, farmers can retain a larger share of the profits, which can be reinvested into their farms to improve productivity and sustainability. This is a welcome change. Many farmers are excited about the potential for increased earnings and greater control over their agricultural activities. They believe that these reforms will pave the way for a more prosperous and self-reliant farming community. The enthusiasm among these farmers is palpable, as they look forward to a future where they can thrive without being constrained by outdated regulations. However, some farmers express concerns about the lack of a safety net in the new system. They worry that the absence of guaranteed prices could lead to financial instability, especially during times of market volatility. These farmers are calling for additional safeguards to protect their interests and ensure that they are not left vulnerable to exploitation by powerful corporate entities. What happens if private companies exploit us and pay us less than the MSP? Asks Sita Devi, a farmer from Uttar Pradesh. She voices a common concern among farmers who fear that the new laws could lead to a race to the bottom in terms of pricing. Sita Devi and others like her are demanding assurances that the minimum support price (MSP) system will remain intact and that their livelihoods will be protected. We need assurances that our interests will be protected. Farmers are urging the government to provide clear guidelines and robust mechanisms to prevent exploitation and ensure fair treatment. They are calling for greater transparency and accountability in the new system to build trust and confidence among the farming community. The government maintains that the minimum support price system will continue, and that the new laws only provide farmers with additional options to sell their produce. Officials argue that the reforms are designed to create a more competitive and efficient market, benefiting both farmers and consumers. They emphasize that the MSP will act as a safety net, ensuring that farmers receive a fair price for their crops. They emphasize that the reforms are aimed at creating a more competitive and transparent market, ultimately benefiting both farmers and consumers. By leveraging technology and modern practices, the government hopes to enhance productivity and streamline the supply chain. The goal is to create a sustainable agricultural ecosystem that supports the growth and prosperity of farmers, while ensuring that consumers have access to high-quality produce at reasonable prices. Agricultural experts and economists have lauded the new farm laws as a bold and much-needed reform for the sector. They believe that these laws have the potential to transform Indian agriculture and improve the livelihoods of millions of farmers. These reforms will usher in a new era of market-driven agriculture in India, says Dr. Ashok Gulati, renowned agricultural economist. By dismantling the APMC monopoly and promoting contract farming, these laws will empower farmers and attract private investment in the sector. However, experts also caution against potential challenges in implementing these reforms. The success of these laws hinges on creating a level playing field for both farmers and private players, says Dr. Sudha Narayanan, professor at the Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research. It is crucial to ensure that farmers are not exploited and that they have access to adequate information and resources. The government has a crucial role in addressing the concerns of farmers and ensuring the smooth implementation of these landmark reforms.